Would you like to go on an adventure with me? Hello everybody. So today I have a big box of books that I want to donate to my library that I have been gathering over the past few months. Just some books that are either duplicates I read and I don't really want to keep, or books that I just have and have no real interest in reading them anymore, whatever the case may be, and I think that someone else could enjoy them more than I can. And because I am getting to the point in my book collection life that I just have overflow, I have so many books. I was going to say too many books. Can you ever have too many books? I don't think so. But I have so many books. So I love donating my books, or the books that I don't want to keep anymore, to my library, because then they can support my library and go to a better home. But I haven't gone to my library's little bookshop in a very long time. It's just a donation system, so there are constantly new books in there that are being circulated, and I really want to see if they have anything that I want to snatch. The way that I like going about donating and buying books for my library is I always want to donate way more than I buy, so that's what I'm definitely doing. I have so many books that I want to donate, so I thought that I would take you guys along with me, donate these books, and then see if my little library, first of all, is open, because the last time I went, they were supposed to be open and they weren't. And it is really rainy outside today and kind of gloomy, so I was thinking about going to the art store because I need to pick up some art supplies, and I might go to Ulta because I have a gift card, and if you guys know me, I really love beauty and makeup. I think it's so fun. I do have a gift card from Christmas that I was thinking about maybe browsing Ulta, but I don't know if I'm definitely going to do that or not. I am addicted to lip products just because I hate the feeling of dry lips, and so I have a ridiculous amount of lip products. This is just one of my many cups of lip balm. I have so many. It's a little ridiculous. There's overflow. There is this one lip balm from the company NARS that I really want to try, but the past few times that I've gone, they haven't had it. So I kind of want to go and see if they have it. But anyway, so I am definitely going to donate my books at the library and then see if the little bookshop is opened, maybe pick up some new books from there. So I thought that I would take you guys along with me as a little hang out with me, come book shopping with me. Let's spend some nice time together. So I hope that you enjoy. Is someone very sleepy? Did I disturb your nap? I'll be right back, okay? I go to put my jacket on, and then you look like that. How am I supposed to leave you? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's go. Look at all these books. I can barely carry this. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm currently using my computer as a light because it is so gloomy outside. It is, don't have my glasses on, 3:30, and it is just very dark. So we have some ambiance with a candle and some of my fairy lights. And some fairy lights. Anyway, it was successful. So I went to the library, the bookshop was opened, and as you guys saw, and I went to the art store, and I also went to Ulta, and I got some things at each place, so I'm excited to show you guys what I got. So I only picked up one book at the library because they didn't have too much that I was interested in, and I always try to be a little picky with new books that I'm buying just because I have so many books and I want to make sure that the books I'm bringing in are ones that I really do want to keep. And the book that I found is Lemony Snicket's The Unauthorized Biography. He wrote the series of Unfortunate Events books. I love the series of Unfortunate Events books because it's some of the most clever writing that I've ever read. The dust jacket says, "The book you are holding in your hands is extremely dangerous. If the wrong people see you with this objectionable autobiography, the results could be disastrous. Please make use of this book's reversible jacket immediately. Disguising this book, and yourself if necessary, may be your only hope." And when I read that, I looked at the other side of the dust jacket, and it is reversible, and it looks like the other books in the series of Unfortunate Events, like it's the same format and layout. Here, I'll show you. How clever is that? Is that not so clever? I love that. And then the actual book looks like this, which is so cool. So the back looks like a cutout of the obituary section of newspaper, and it says, "Lemony Snicket, author and fugitive." Lemony Snicket, author of a series of unfortunate events, the true chronicles of the Baudelaire children, was reported dead today by anonymous and possibly unreliable sources. His age was given as tall with brown eyes. He leaves no known survivors. But I think this is supposed to be the answer to the many questions that readers have had over the years of who is Lemony Snicket or who was Lemony Snicket, because he is a very elusive character and we don't know much about him. And it opens with Daniel Handler, who is his literary representative. He wrote the introduction, and the introduction says, "As the official representative of Lemony Snicket in all legal, literary, and social matters, I am often asked difficult questions, even when I am in a hurry. Recently, the most common questions have been the following. Number 1, will you please get out of my way? And number 2, where did Lemony Snicket, the unauthorized autobiography, come from? The replies to both of these questions are very long stories, so there is only room here to answer one of them." And I love Daniel Handler's writing and Lemony Snicket's writing, and I am excited to read it. So this is the one book that I picked up at the library. I did actually end up going book shopping on Monday of this week with my best friend Emma, who she and I went to college together, and we love going book shopping together because she also loves reading. And the bookshop in my town, actually, it's where I got this sign. They closed down, and when they were closing, I asked if I could have one of their signs, and they said yes. But then one of the booksellers actually decided to open up their own bookshop. So this one independent bookshop closed down, and then one of the booksellers that worked there opened up a new bookshop in my town. And I hadn't gone there yet, so I went with Emma on Monday, and it was so wonderful. I'm so happy to have another independent bookshop again, because the only bookshop I have besides that is Barnes & Noble near me, and then of course I have in New York City, which is about like an hour train ride away, we have a bunch of other bookstores, but close by that I can drive to, I don't have too many besides Barnes & Noble. I only got one book from the new bookshop, but that book is King Richard III by William Shakespeare. This is a Shakespeare history play in the gorgeous Pan Macmillan edition. You guys know how much I love these. I love collecting them. I have a whole bookshelf tour of every single one that I own if you guys want to watch that. I love collecting Shakespeare plays in these editions, so I was very happy to see this and get my hands on it. But again, I looked in there and I saw a bunch of books that I could have bought, but I'm trying to be really strict with myself of what I buy. And I do love growing my Pan Macmillan collection, and they only had a few Pan Macmillans, and this was one of them, and it was only $3.98. They're usually about $10, so I guess they were having a sale, maybe because they just opened, and I don't know, but I was very happy to get my hands on this book, and I am intimidated by Shakespeare's history plays, but I just need to get over that, so yes. I didn't film Emma and I shopping just because I wanted to spend the time just enjoying her company and having a nice relaxed day without really filming it. So I did take one picture, so I will put the picture up so that you guys can see, but it was very wonderful. And then we decided to go to Barnes & Noble because I needed to return a book that I got for Christmas that I had a duplicate of. And then the one book that I picked up from Barnes & Noble is the Neil Gaiman Reader, and this is the selected fiction of Neil Gaiman. I have been on a Neil Gaiman binge lately. The first book that I read and finished this year, I actually have it right here. It's Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. This is illustrated by Chris Riddell as well, who is one of my favorite illustrators, and I adored it. Then after finishing Neverwhere, I ended up picking up Fortunately the Milk on audiobook. I love Neil Gaiman's audiobooks. I listened to that and I thought that it was really clever. I loved the story idea, the plot. It was so imaginative and clever, and I love Neil Gaiman. And I've been doing a lot of research on Neil Gaiman's writing, the advice that he gives to young writers, and I've been watching basically any interview of Neil Gaiman and any podcast, any YouTube video that he has done or talked about or been on. I'm loving Neil Gaiman lately, and he is so inspiring and encouraging, and I did watch snippets of his masterclass. I haven't bought the actual masterclass. I really would love to, just to have it forever, to watch and get motivation from, because he is so motivating and inspiring. And when I listen to him, all I want to do is go and write. I'm actually using my text document of the book that I'm writing right now as my light because it's completely white except for obviously the text of my story. But anyway, so I have been loving listening to Neil Gaiman and reading Neil Gaiman for my own inspiration. So this is a very big edition of his selected fiction. So it says, "This spans the remarkable writing career of Neil Gaiman, reflecting his range of genre and style, including literary fiction, fantasy, and mystery and science fiction, stories funny and stories scary, but always thought-provoking and wondrous. Impressive in its depth, this volume comprises 52 short stories, novellas, and novelettes, including such award-winning tales as A Study in Emeralds, The Truth is a Cave in the Black Mountains, and A Case of Death and Honey, as well as the uncollected fable Monkey and the Lady. Also included are excerpts from each of his 5 novels for adults, Neverwhere, Stardust, American Gods, Anansi Boys, and The Ocean at the End of the Lane." So out of those, I have read Neverwhere, Stardust, and The Ocean at the End of the Lane, but I haven't read American Gods or Anansi Boys, and I really want to. It also says, "I love being a writer," Gaiman exclaims in his preface. "There aren't any rules, there aren't even any guardrails. I can write funny things and sad things, big stories and small. Here he does all that and much more." The Neil Gaiman Reader selected fiction is both a handsomely designed entryway to Gaiman's worlds and a literary trove of treasures that Gaiman's readers, old and new, will return to many times over. So that just completely sold me, and I will read absolutely anything that Neil Gaiman writes. So I'm very excited to have this, and what I like about it is that it's selected short fiction as well, so if I want to read something really quick before I write, or maybe at night before I go to bed, it's just so nice to have a selection of shorter works that you can go off of. So yes, I love Neil Gaiman. He's so great. He's so fantastic. I did receive some new books in my P.O. box from you guys, some of you guys, and I never get over how generous you guys are. You never have to send me anything. You never have to send me books. I love getting letters from you guys, but you really don't feel like you ever have to send me anything whenever I share books that other people have gotten me, unless you really want to send me something. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So I will just go through some of the books that you guys sent me. They are so amazing, and I'm so happy to have them as part of my collection now. The first book is The Eighth Life by Nino. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I am so sorry, I apologize. But this is a gorgeous, huge book, and there was a note that came with it, and the note said, "Hi Carolyn, I've not seen you talk about this book, so I'm hoping you don't already own it," which I don't own it. "I'm 60% of the way through this myself, and I keep thinking Carolyn would love this book. I hope I'm right. Enjoy. From Lilac Cottage." So thank you so much. I am so excited that you are loving it and that you think that I will love it. I feel like I have seen this book around, but I don't know anything about it. So it says, at the start of the 20th century, on the edge of the Russian Empire, ooh, a family prospers thanks to a recipe for hot chocolate that bewitches its drinker, but this chocolate carries a bitter, some say cursed, aftertaste. Ooh, okay, I don't want to know anything else, but that sounds amazing. So I'm very excited to read this. Thank you so much for thinking of me. And this is quite the beast, but I am very excited to read it. The next book is from, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Tanya from Atlas in a Jar. She always comments on my videos and I appreciate it so much. And I believe you have your own channel, so if you do, I will link it in the description so you guys can check out her videos. But she sent me an amazing box of so many wonderful things. The book that she got me is this incredible edition of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. This is the lavishly illustrated with interactive elements, illustrated by Mina Lima. And I have seen these books around for years and I have always wanted one, but I just never picked one up. And now I have one and it's Alice. So this book, oh, I have her note in here. This book has interactive elements that you can take out of the book. And like, I think, yeah, that's a paper figurine. Like there's the Cheshire Cat. It's kind of hard to show you, but you guys can sort of see. Yeah, like these things come out. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wow. Oh, alright, I have to be super careful with this. I don't want to ruin it. But thank you so much, Tanya. I love it. It is gorgeous, and I'm so happy to add this to my collection of Alice in Wonderland editions. The next gift is from Roxanne, and she got me the most incredible scarf I have ever seen. It has the first edition pages of Jane Eyre on it. Oh my god, that is amazing! So I am so excited to now not only read Jane Eyre and love Jane Eyre, but wear Jane Eyre. So Jane Eyre can now keep me warm. How fantastic is that? And then the other thing that she got me, she wrapped it in star wrapping paper. You know me very well. I love stars, if you guys don't know. And then she also knows me very well. She got me these amazing Vincent van Gogh bookmarks. It says, I dream of painting and then I paint my dream. I love that. They're so beautiful. Thank you so much, Roxanne. You are incredibly kind. I think I'm going to keep the scarf on for the rest of the video. The next books are all from Patrick. So Patrick, thank you so much. He sent me an amazing box of books. Oh my god, you are incredibly generous. Thank you so much. He also wrote me an incredibly kind letter, so thank you so much. It was a joy to read, and I am so excited about all of these books. You know me and my taste very well. So the first book is this gorgeous Everyman's Library edition of Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens. I don't have a copy of Little Dorrit, and I am so excited to now not only have a copy, but have a beautiful Everyman's edition. I love these so much, and I believe he said in his letter that Little Dorrit is one of his favorites. Very happy about this one. Thank you so much. The next book we have is The Once and Future King by T.H. White. I have heard amazing things about this book, and I'm so excited to read it because I do want to get into fantasy more. I started reading the Game of Thrones series and I'm loving Game of Thrones, and now reading more Neil Gaiman where he's a bit more fantastical. He writes some fantasy and magical realism, and this is the world's greatest fantasy classic. So oh my gosh, I absolutely want to read it, and I have heard fantastic things about it. I don't want to know too much about it, so we're just going to go in a bit blind, but this is also such a beautiful edition. There's a quote from Lev Grossman on the cover, and it says, I have read this book more times than any other in my library. Wow, okay. High praise. Very excited to read it and see how I feel about it. I have a feeling I'm going to love it. Then the next book he sent me is Swan's Way by Marcel Proust. This is a new translation by Lydia Davis. I really want to read Proust. I really want to read Swan's Way. I am just very intimidated, but I think I just have to get over myself, take it one page at a time, and just read it because I really do feel like I'm going to love it. So that is Swan's Way. Thank you so much. This edition is gorgeous, and it will encourage me to pick it up. So I'm actually putting the books over here, but I don't think you can see them. But I also want you to see my candle. Then the next tome that he sent me is Haruki Murakami's 1Q84. Oh my god, first of all, it is the beautiful UK edition. He did say in his letter that he wanted to send me the UK edition specifically because he knows that I prefer them. Incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much for caring. I, again, have heard fantastic things about this book. I do want to read Norwegian Wood very, very soon. That might even be the next book that I pick up. But I do want to start my Haruki Murakami journey, and I'm going to start it with Norwegian Wood, but I'm so excited to have this on my shelves because I just want to read Murakami. I hear everyone raving about him, and I just want to understand. I don't know anything about this book. I don't want to know anything. I want to go in completely blind. So very excited, very intimidated, nervous, but eager. Very eager to pick it up. Then the next book is another Charles Dickens, and that is Bleak House. I do love collecting Dickens in the Penguin Black Spines. Again, don't know too much about it. Don't want to know too much. Yeah, don't want to know too much. And the next book is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I only have a cloth-bound edition of Sense and Sensibility, and I don't have it in any other like readable edition because I don't love reading cloth-bounds because those are my trophy books that I don't touch. You guys know I love the Penguin Black Spines. I do have a whole bookshelf tour of my Penguin Black Spine collection as well if you guys haven't seen that. And I desperately want to read more Jane Austen, and this is just also beautiful. I love that painting. It's so gorgeous, but very happy to add this to my collection. Thank you so, so much. Then the last book that Patrick sent me is Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, a verse translation by Keith Harrison, and this is in the Oxford World's Class edition. Why did I say World's Class? Oh, World's Classics? Anyway, so I have heard, again, fantastic things about Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. It says, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, with its intricate plot of enchantment and self-betrayal, is one of the greatest stories of Arthurian legend. Yes, I had a feeling it was Arthurian legend. Composed in the 14th century by an anonymous English poet, it tells how Sir Gawain accepts a challenge from the mysterious Green Knight, which involves a sinister game of beheading and temptation. That sounds amazing, and it says the poem embraces a great variety of moods and modes, from the stark realism of the hunt scenes to the delicious and dangerous bedroom encounters between Sir Gawain and the lady of the castle. From moments of pure lyric beauty evoking the English countryside in all its seasons, to authorial asides that are full of irony and wry humor. This verse translation uses a modern, alliterative pattern which subtly echoes the music of the original at the same time as it strives for fidelity. This sounds incredible, and I have been wanting to read some Arthurian legend. Very excited about this one. Thank you so, so much. You guys are so unbelievably kind. Look at that. You did that. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So those are all the books, and then at the art store I did need to pick up some new pencils because I wanted to get darker pencils. So I have the Staedtler Mars Lumograph Black, which is just a very dark, basically black pencil, and it's an 8B. So the higher the number next to B, the darker it is. So if it's a 2B, it's lighter, 4B is darker, 6B, 8B, it goes up to I think 14B. It's just the darkness of the pencils. So I got an 8B. I also got another 8B, but in the Staedtler Mars Lumograph, it's not the black. And then I found these really cool colored pencils from Faber-Castell, and they are called Goldfaber, and I've never seen them before. So I got a green one and I got a blue one, which I thought was really cool, and I wanted to try those out. And then the last pen that I got is this Micron pen. It's a PN. The tip is really cool. It's like clear, but then the color comes out from the very tip. So I got this pen for my writing, journaling, and doing some ink illustrations. I got it in brown because I thought that brown would be a fun change. I have so many in black. I have black ink, but I thought brown ink would be fun to play around with. And then the last thing that I got from the art store are these envelopes because I need them for my future Etsy restocks. I was running low, and so I wanted to get some more envelopes. So that's what I did. And then the last two things are from Ulta. I did not end up filming in Ulta because I felt a little weird, and there were the employees that were around, and I just felt kind of funny filming in there. They didn't have the NARS lip balm that I was telling you guys about, but they did have 2 other lip glosses that I have been wanting to try for months, and every time I go they are sold out, and they are from Fenty Beauty, and this is Rihanna's brand. The first one that I got is her Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer in Sweet Mouth, which is number 4, and I have seen so many girls wear this and it looks so beautiful, and I really wanted to try it, so I did end up using my gift card. So this is a gift really from my aunt and uncle, so thank you so much. This is what it looks like. That color is just so beautiful. It's a really nice, like, luminous light pink. I do have a lot of lip products, like I was saying before, but I don't have anything like this. And I do love high-end beauty. I love low-end beauty. I love drugstore makeup, but there's something so luxurious about high-end, especially lip products, but okay. Am I a beauty influencer yet? Oh my gosh. Okay, I might have to come a little closer. I've watched so many beauty videos, it feels so weird to do this myself. Wow, that smells amazing! Oh, I love when your lip products smell good. This is what it looks like. So pretty. My cheeks are getting so red, I think I'm getting a little hot. Very weird because I'm always freezing. Okay, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it too well, but it looks very beautiful from what I can see. And then the other one that I got is the same thing. It's the Gloss Bomb, but this one is in ice. And it's a cooling lip luminizer. And this one is just a clear lip gloss. It has a blue tint to it, but when you put it on, it doesn't look blue. And it has the ice on the front. So this one is just the regular, it just says Fenty Beauty, but this one says ice. Guys, I feel like such a beauty influencer. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I tried this one on before I drove home when I got in the car after I bought it, but it smells like peppermint, and I love peppermint especially. I have a regular chapstick peppermint chapstick from the brand Chapstick. It's their limited edition Christmas ones, and I picked up a pack of 3 because I love peppermint chapstick, but I don't have a peppermint gloss. And sometimes if I don't want like a color or a shimmer and I just want a clear lip gloss, then obviously I would go for this one. But they are so luxurious and beautiful. I mean, I'm such a sucker for packaging, and these are just absolutely beautiful. So that's what I got from Ulta. It's so sweet because quite a few of you ask me beauty questions, and I love it. Some of you in the comments have asked me what eyeshadow I'm wearing and if I can do beauty content, and I love that you want that from me. And I'm thinking maybe if I ever did that, I would probably maybe include it in a video like this or like in a vlog or something. I don't know if I would specifically do everyday makeup routine and it's just makeup. Like, I do want to talk about books and art because I am a booktube channel, but I also don't want to limit myself at the same time too, and if you guys are interested, I just think that that's so sweet. So anyway, putting in some beauty content into my channel, just a little bit here and there. So yes, very excited about these, and that is everything that I got today. So thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, this adventure, as I said at the beginning of this video. It's always fun to do these things with you guys, because it's just like me running random errands, but I can film it and make it a little bit more exciting. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know if you bought any new books recently and what they were, or if you have any books that you have your eye on that you would like to buy. I'm always interested. I'm always a little bit nosy when it comes to that. So that is my bookish question. And then my non-bookish question is, if you are interested in beauty or makeup, what is your favorite lip product? Ooh, yeah. What is your favorite lip product? Because if I haven't tried it, I'm gonna try it, because I have set out to try every lip product on the face of the earth because I just love lip products. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here and being so kind and so lovely. And I will see you soon in another video. Happy reading.